is getting older, world is getting colder, trying to get sober. Lord help me get stronger, world is on my shoulders.
How you doing today? This is the 12 of 12 podcast, the podcast about real life, recovery, growth and development, redemption, because that's what this is about. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do me a favor. Tap that subscribe button and share for more. Also, if you have any problem with substance abuse disorder or severe mental illness, don't hesitate to reach out to our sponsors. First Step Recovery. They'll be happy to help you, any loved ones, anybody you might know who needs the help. Don't forget to refer them to us and we'll be happy to help them. Also, the number is up top. Don't hesitate to call that number. They're here for you. We have a special guest today. Heidi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you again.
Yes.
Thank you for coming in. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
Rensselaer, Indiana.
Indiana?
Yep.
How long you been in Louisville, Kentucky?
Yeah, about 3 years now.
3 years?
Yep.
How do you like it?
I like it here better than home.
What's the difference between it?
So I'm from like a country town. And so like I never really lived in a city before until I moved here.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
What is it like, kind of a different, like a shock to you, a culture shock, or
Yeah.
how is it?
It was a big culture shock. Like I'm from a town that has like maybe 5,000 people.
Oh wow.
And so it's a big difference here.
Oh, wow.
Everybody knows everybody there, and so it's different here.
Different, yeah? So tell me a little bit about yourself, your journey. Have you ever used before?
Yes.
What's the first drug you ever used?
Marijuana.
Marijuana? Yep. Gateway drug. That's what I say. Do you think it's a gateway drug?
Like at the time that I first used it, yes, because I wanted to try more. But I have my own beliefs about it now when it becomes medical. But at the time, yes, I think it was just like I liked that feeling, and so I went for more.
So from your path from using, how old were you when you used?
My first time I used was probably in the 7th grade, so maybe like 13, 14.
How did you advance from that point?
So when I was in like middle school, like that's when I experimented alcohol and marijuana. And then I did like pills in high school, but it wasn't like, I didn't have a problem. Like I could put it down. I didn't start using like regularly until like I was 25.
And what was your drug of choice at the time of 25?
Meth.
Meth?
Yes.
How did it make you feel when you used it?
I would say that I didn't have feeling, I guess I would say. Like I didn't care about anything that was going on around me. I didn't have to feel the pain that I felt like my whole life. The trauma and stuff went away.
Your pain and trauma, so that's what the meth usually numbs you from?
Yeah. Like I didn't care about anything around me and didn't care about anything. And normally I'm a quiet person. I really care about what people think, but when I was on meth, I didn't care about anything.
What's some of the pain and trauma that you went through that you think was leading you to using?
I had some childhood trauma, and then I had my daughter's dad was very abusive, and that would like triggered a lot of my mental health and a lot of my trauma.
So the abuse was on top of the childhood trauma. So what was your way of escape?
Yes.
Do you feel like a lot of people use just in order to escape the realities of what they're living?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how long did you use from the age of 25? And how did it affect you?
From 25, I used up until I was 30 years old. So maybe I was a little younger than 25. But it affected everything. Like I lost my family, I lost my daughter, I lost relationships that I never thought I would have lost, like friendships, my friends that never used before. I got in relationships that didn't care about me. They were hurting too. So hurt people.
Yeah.
And I just literally lost everything. I went to having my own apartment to being homeless on the streets within, 6 years.
Wow. Meth is just a horrible thing. I haven't heard one good thing about meth at all.
No.
It's just all bad.
Yeah.
It's everything. It just tears people's life down. Have you suffered any physical effects of it? How did it affect you physically?
Like I got hepatitis C from it. from using needles, not directly from meth. I had an infection in my heart. I was hospitalized several times for seizures. Because like when I would be so dehydrated, I would have seizures.
And did the seizures come from the issue with your heart?
No, it was just like dehydration. And when I would detox off of meth, I would always have seizures.
So do people usually detox off of meth?
I mean,
how does
I don't
it-
think that it was more or less the meth that I detoxed on. I think it was mixed with fentanyl. And so that's what I would detox on.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't, like, I tried to get clean several times. And those other times weren't like this one. This one was the worst trying to get clean off of it. Because I was physically hurting, physically sick.
How do you know it was the fit? How do you know it was mixed? How do you know if it's like mixed with fentanyl? Does it like, it hurts you?
No, like I just, my detox was just like how I felt like I knew that it was. And it wasn't the same high like it used to be when I was using prior. And then when I moved down to Louisville, and that's when I realized that like it's laced. It's not like meth that I ever had before. And then I went back home and it was just the same thing. And then when I went through detox, that's when like I physically felt the pain and like I was sick and I had migraines and I was just very sick this time.
So this last time you used, so you started using in Indiana. But the last time you used was in Louisville.
In Indiana.
I went back too?
I went back
there.
Indiana.
But you had the same effects that you did when you were using it in Louisville?
Yep.
It was just on the news. It was just on the news. Big boatloads
Yeah.
of fentanyl. Along with meth, but fentanyl everywhere. It's a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Have you ever OD'd on it?
Yes.
You had to get Narcan?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It was February 2023. I was under a VADOC here in Louisville, and a man gave me dope, and he watched me do it, and I overdosed. I was raped right after that. When I got to the hospital, whoever called the ambulance, thank God for them, I'm so grateful. When the police were in there talking to me, they said, like, you got raped, that you overdosed, and I was just so confused. And I still, like, it kind of seems like a dream right now, like today, but like I remember it coming out of that.
And you was OD'd?
Yeah.
Wow. Got some sick people out there.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Done a lot of work
Yeah.
to get past it.
Yeah, definitely. Seems like drug use, man, it just takes you down a dark path.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous out there. You see, these are the type of things, people, that could happen to you.
Yeah.
It's always, hey, it's somebody else until you're the one until it happens to you.
Absolutely.
And then it's like, why did it happen to me? Well, you need to take warnings. Thank you for telling the story too, because these are warnings, not only tragedy, but obviously triumph, because from the position that you're in right now, which we'll get further into it, but, trauma, pain, it's just, life is so precious, and the decisions that we make is just, you literally just said a whole boatload of things, from losing your kids, losing your housing within 6 years, losing everything, bad relationships, from diseases, the bad situations, to, being taken advantage of, all due to using.
Yeah.
And it starts from the trauma on the inside, the pain. I pray for everybody, but if you need help and you're going through some things, don't take the route of drugs, people. Seek help.
Yeah.
There's people out here who care for you. So after you went through those situations, what was your pivotal point that you were like, you know what, I'm done, I'm ready to change?
So when I did it, like when I wanted to get sober, like I knew I wanted to get sober. I did, but I didn't really, I knew I felt like, I guess, I could do it on my own. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, then I'll just do this. And I said, telling my story, how like I did it all for a boy. Like I wanted this boy to like me, and I He told me that if I stopped using, we would be together and we would live this happy life. And so I did it. And then when I got down to Louisville, it all changed. When I got back down here, it all changed. Like, I really wanted it. I worked my 12 steps. I got a sponsor. I did all the things that I was supposed to do to get me to where I'm at today.
Wow. So at first, you was feeling like it was for somebody else.
Yeah.
But you feel like it was truly for you.
Yeah.
And you had to use some type of excuse, right?
Yeah. I definitely used the boy for the push, but I'm glad I did. Because I don't think I would be where I'm at today if it wasn't for that.
That's awesome. I mean, that's an awesome thing. I mean, that's a great thing.
Yeah.
To do whatever you needed to do, definitely to get out.
Yeah.
Whatever, I feel like what you need to do to put that fire in the flame, to get you pushing, to get you moving forward, I think you just got to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and make it happen.
And I had warrants, and like, you know, I didn't want to be homeless. I didn't want to live the life I was living. And I went back home for a little bit to Indiana because I was homeless here and I was scared. And when I went back home, it was just the same thing. I was just living couch to couch. I was fighting with my sister and my mom. And then I had warrants. And like, when you're from those little towns, you can't run far. You can't. They'll find you. They know your name.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Hey, I just seen Heidi over there, man. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
It's going down.
Exactly.
So you said you had warrants. Did you end up taking care of those?
Yes, when I got sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an important thing to do. Don't want them doubling back and catch you on an interview and be like, oh, I seen her on the interview.
Yep.
Going in. Be like, oh, man, my bad. No. Sorry about that, dude.
No, I'm good now.
That's a great thing to hear. So, okay, you went in, you got the change. You went into taking the steps. Mm-hmm. How did that help you?
So, when I went to Recovery Works in Indiana first, and I stayed there for the 21 days, and then I came to Louisville, and I went to Recovery Now. And when I was there, like, I felt love, and that's one thing that, like, I hadn't felt in a long time. And so, you know, when Val and Amanda and, like, my sisters in the house, like, were telling me about their experiences and stuff, like, that's what I wanted. And then when I got a sponsor, I found my sponsor on TikTok, actually. And she's been the most amazing sponsor that I could ever ask for. I found out she lived in Louisville, and I asked her to be my sponsor. She told me to send her my commitment for a week, and then we would meet if I stayed with it. And I did, and I've been in contact with her ever since. Like, we gotten through my steps within like 3 months because I stayed consistent every week. I need to meet with you. I need to meet with you. And I did, and like since then it's just been recovery's been, I wouldn't say a breeze because it's not. Yeah. But that first year was.
Yeah.
And then it just kept getting better. So it's still good.
still getting better right now, every day.
Yeah.
That's a great thing. So you got recovered, you're going through the process still. You've been clean how long?
2.5 years.
2.5 years, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now what are some things that you're doing to maintain that sobriety?
So I work at Recovery Now. I'm a peer support specialist. And like meeting with my girls, seeing the girls every day. I know that's not my recovery, but that helps me. I do sponsor women in AA. I have like 3 sponsees right now. I go to meetings, and I volunteer with YPR, and I do needle cleanups in the community, and that really helps my recovery. I remember where I was out on these streets, and when I work with Jessica and the crew that like picking up the needles, helping give snacks, just talking to people, even if it's giving them a hug, giving them a little hope, telling them about different programs, trying to get them in detox, like that's what fills my cup today.
That's awesome. That's a great thing you're doing. So giving back is what helps you fill that cup of joy.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's awesome to hear. It definitely is. I feel like that's very important. I feel like that's very important also. Like, you got to give back.
Absolutely.
It's like, what else are you doing if you're not?
Yeah. I mean, and like the steps, step 12, give it back. And that's, I remember throwing needles on the ground, not caring, not realizing there's children walking on these grounds. And not realizing HIV, AIDS, I was picking up needles and not realizing, not thinking about it, of the diseases that I could have gotten. But like today, like I pick those needles up to help the community. I pick those needles up to help the community realize what are in those needles. YPR sends them off and we find out what was in those needles. And then that's how we find out what drugs have hit Louisville. Xylazine and all the other ones.
Wow.
Carfentanil.
Wow. So how many, is there a count of how many needles y'all be finding? Do y'all count them?
Yeah,
or
we
is
count
it-
them.
So how much usually do they get when they do the needle pickup, when y'all do that?
I mean, it depends where it's at. Like the last cleanup we did, we've probably picked up over 200-300.
Wow.
Sometimes 100, sometimes 50. It just depends what area of Louisville we're in.
So what areas in Louisville you think have the most needle use from the census of the needles that you pick up?
So our last one was out on Dixie Highway, and that's where it was a lot. We go into the Portland neighborhood. We go on Brook Street, Breckenridge Street, downtown, and that's where we find a lot of them too. And anybody that finds needles, like they can call us at any time. If like you see needles in your community that you want picked up, call us.
You see the number up top. We're gonna definitely reach out to them. Help out. You see these things. There's people out here who do so many things for the community to try to help us better our community of Kentucky, to better the environment, make it safer for us, make it safer for ultimately the kids. Reach out. Don't surpass this video. Just share it. And like I said, if you see needles and things that need to get picked up, don't forget to reach out to them.
Yeah.
And that should be happy.
And
to
we
do.
always accept volunteers as well. It takes, a strong person to do that kind of work. And it's some days hard, but it has to be done.
Amen to that. God is good. Doing to others as you like to be doing it to yourself. Loving everybody as yourself. I live like that. I live by that. You have to learn to start loving yourself, forgiving people before you're able to start doing it to other people, before you're able to start really giving back with all your heart. What are some of the things that you have, some of the plans that you have for the future?
So I'm a peer support right now. I would really like to get into becoming a therapist, going back to school, because I know that I can help somebody out there. I've been through this. I do help people every day. I know I do because my girls tell me at work. But I want to further my education, and then I can help more people.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I appreciate you for coming on to the show
thank you.
and telling your story. Definitely, you've been very strong. Continue being strong. Continue being a light in this dark world. It's not a lot of people out there who cares for people. You found out that the more time passes by as you're being sober, do you find out the more you care about people?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Before I didn't care about anybody around me. Now I care about everybody around me. Like I can say I love you today and I mean it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't say we didn't say I love you as children, like when I was a kid, and my mom always told us she loved us, but like today it's like a different meaning because I actually know what it is.
Yeah.
I can feel it. And today, like, I do love people. I do care about people. I've lost people and like in this addiction, and it's been crazy. And like, thank God that I can say that like I loved them at that time, and I could tell them that I love you. And like, that's one of the last things that we get off the phone and say. When we get off the phone, and like, you never know when your time is to go.
Yeah.
So always be there for people and always love them, because you don't know when you're not gonna talk to them again, when they're not gonna be here again.
Amen to that. Amen to that. You never know when it's gonna be your last day. Let's start loving. Start loving. And love, you know, it's telling people the truth, you know. It's not just letting people do whatever. You love people by telling them, listen, you're wrong. You know, listen, you need to change. And, you know, and be there for each other. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. And, you know, like, bringing people into the program and stuff is something that, like, you want to do. And, like, I brought a girl that's like my sister. I never thought she was going to get sober. I've never known her sober. And thank God that she came and she followed me down to Louisville and she got sober. And, like, that is, like, a love, and, like, I care about her so much that, like, it's a whole different kind of feeling when you know that you helped that person, at least guided them to this point.
You become more like something like family, right?
Absolutely.
Like, yo, you know what, man? Before it was this way, but now, listen, you're a family.
Yeah. And I have a huge family today.
Yeah.
A huge family.
Coming from a small town, but now you have a huge family.
Yeah, my support group's huge.
In a big town.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely see the love and the support within Louisville, Kentucky. They got issues like every other city does, but I feel like if more people were coming together like they are in Louisville, I think bigger movements can happen to fight this war on drugs that we're having right now.
Absolutely.
Because it is a pandemic. It's a freaking war, people. It's not easy. People are dying, they're losing their lives out here. Loved ones, children, parents, their brothers and sisters, they're dying. It's a dangerous thing that's out here, man. And I feel like we all just need to come together and you know, just do a lot. Put these great ideas that we have together and then fight for the righteous cause.
And the recovery community in Louisville is huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
I noticed that.
And so, like, if anybody, you know, needs help, you can tell who's in recovery. You can tell, you can tell walking down Broadway who's in recovery and who, and it's so great to see, like, all these meetings and all these houses and stuff, like, just growing, because that means more people are getting saved.
Exactly. That's a great thing to hear, definitely. I appreciate you for coming on to the show, too, and telling your story. And is there anything at all you want to tell them? Let them know right now.
Take suggestions and try to get sober. Being sober is the best thing that I've ever done. I'm so glad that I did it when I did it, because now I have my daughter back. I have my family back. My sister has her sister back. My mom has her daughter back. She doesn't have to lose sleep at night anymore. I've actually have friends. I have family. And I have people in my life that count on me today. And you can too.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Definitely, listen, you can too. Even if you lost it all. I might have lost it 5 or 10 times. But you can have that too. It's not impossible, it's not out of reach. Take those steps today to get the help that you need. Reach out to her, want to find out some things to do in the community.
Yeah.
Want to help out, volunteer work or whatever, reach out to her. It's a great thing, definitely. Appreciate you coming on
Thank
again,
you.
and we appreciate you tuning in to the 12 and 12 podcast. We love you all, and have a blessed day.